Welcome to Broken to Beautiful with Anna Drevich, a 217 recovery podcast.
Hi, I'm Anna. Tonight on Broken to Beautiful, I'm going to do a top 5 and bottom 5 of my year 2019. We'll start with the worst. Bottom 5, I'd have to say the top of the bottom, or I guess the worst, we'll call it, was when I was drinking. That takes the cake out of anything. Next would be when I found out I wasn't allowed to see my daughter until certain things go through. That was definitely devastating, as anybody who follows me on here or on my blog would know. Things are definitely getting better though. Number 3, when I felt hopeless in transitional, I went to a transitional housing that was Christian based, and that's great, I'm a Christian. However, some Christians are very judgmental, and finding out that I was gay, I was treated very differently. I stayed as long as I could tolerate until I could find a place that I felt safe and that I could afford within a reasonable distance to my work, and I figured that out. I cried a lot in those moments, though. Number 4. Probably when my dad told me he had cancer. Now, he's had cancer multiple times, and after all his testing, they said that it was very minimal and treatable, and at this point, they weren't going to proceed with anything. So all I can do is trust him and have blind faith, which has served wonderful for me in the past. Number 5, I really don't know. I guess I'd have to say just transitioning through all this, my anxiety, but it always gets better. And I know those moments of I don't want to say panic, but those moments of uncomfortableness are when the real growth was able to take place and evolve. All right, my top 5. We're going to go from good to perfect. Number 5 was when they offered me a job at Bear River, my last day residential treatment. Of course, I took it. And since then, I've grown leaps and bounds there. But that's been a huge part of my recovery. And I'd say where I laid my foundation in the beginning and has helped me grow as a person, establish boundaries and learn how to stick to them. Because let me tell you, they were not solid when I first started. Number 4, moving out of transitional into my own place where my girlfriend could stay the night and actually spend time together and not have a curfew to rush back. I felt like a child. Even though she never made me feel like that, having to be dropped off at a certain time was definitely a little humiliating, especially in the beginning. Number 3, when I got to see my daughter. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, why isn't this number 1? Just wait. But I got to see her for 15 minutes one day at work. Short and sweet, here's your birthday presents, mommy loves you, and go about your day. That was really tough, but it still meant the world to me. Number 4, the day my wife proposed to me, and of course I said yes. I know she probably thought of I know she did because she told me of countless ways to sweep me off my feet and ask me to spend the rest of my life with her. And the way she did it was absolutely perfect, and I have no regrets, which top is saying I do to the woman of my dreams. I got to fall in love, date, get engaged, and get married all in the same year, all because I got sober. And there's only greater things that are going to come. And the day that Elise and I get to be back together, that will blow all of this out of the water, and the day that we all get to be a family. I have faith and hope in all these, that they will come true when you do the next right thing, because I know I'm doing the next right thing. That is basically it. Caps off in a review of my 2019. Thank you for listening to Broken and Beautiful. Check out our resources on 217recovery.com along with my blog and all our other podcasts. Have a good evening.